Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. Closed trade route says Spacewise no longer offering concrete for food. So there was a comment that said that these were incorrect, like the wording wasn't correct. And this right here, I mean, we can verify this with video, but based on my memory, I'm gonna say that's not right. I'm gonna say the wording absolutely is correct. That they were asking for food in exchange for concrete, because that message right there signifies that they are. So if I take a look at this exploration view here, if I go to, let's say, Colony of Russia, contact, trade. So it says right here, we will send 50 electronics in exchange for 132 metal. I believe your comment suggested that this here is in their perspective. They are saying they'll send electronics for metal. And I don't believe that's accurate. That's the part I don't believe that's accurate. Reason being is that because these guys, well, these guys don't have enough metal. Like, they don't have enough metal to do this, right? Like, they have the polymers to send, but they don't have the metal to send. But they also don't have the electronics to send either. So it is quite confusing. It is quite confusing. But based on that message that just went away, I'm still going to say that this is not in their perspective. I'm thinking that this is still us saying this. If I look at this one here, for example, let's see what it is. Okay, they won't trade with me. Fine. What about you guys? Will you guys trade? No. I wish I could do one of these trades to like really take a look at it. But based on what that message said, I think it was accurate because they were asking us for food in exchange for concrete. Capture meteors. We have succeeded in capturing and diverting meteors towards our general vicinity in a gambit to bring precious resources and even scientific insight within our reach. Although this is a controlled operation, the exact impact locations are outside our control and may endanger our colony. All right, well, here we go. Well, let's see what happens. Meteor storm is going on for 2.5 sols. Oh no. That's a long time. That's a long time. I think I want to send this one. We're going to do Project Chariot, get this breakthrough. It's going to goes 12 hours. We'll do that once the rocket arrives. The rocket is almost here, I think. Wait. What? What? Am I... Oh my god, Japan has 2 rockets. Japan has 2 rockets. Hey, when did we get 2 rockets? Hold on, I thought Japan only had a single rocket. What? When did they get 2 rockets? How did we get 2 rockets? I'm so lost, oh my god. I'm like, how did I send a passenger rocket if this rocket... Okay. Well, I probably could have beat them to the... Oh, I could have beat them. I could have beat them to getting people on Mars. You know, to building a dome and all that stuff. If I didn't know. I thought they had 1 rocket. I mean, it's like going through this entire playthrough with the assumption that they had 1 rocket.
Charlie doesn't read the descriptions. He doesn't read the text.
It's very true. I don't read the text. Okay, so it looks like it's happening over here. That's pretty nice. So we're not going to be in danger. And when we scan these things, there's a pretty good chance we'll uncover some new anomalies and stuff that we can then take advantage of later. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is out of the way. Nice. This rocket here, we can send it on another expedition, and I think I will. I'm going to send it on Project Chariot here. So we'll go ahead and refuel this. They both have the same name. I think that's what's messing me up, is they have the exact same name. Is this a bug? Did we somehow break the game? I thought for sure Japan only had 1 rocket. How did we have 2 rockets? They have the same name. I'm so lost. I'm gonna go with it for now, but I don't know how we got a second rocket. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna have to look back at the first video now and be like, hey, did we only have 1 rocket before? Isn't that the description for Japan? I'll look back at the other playlist. The playlist for when we first started Japan before. It was a 645%, I think it was what it was. It's nuts. This building has malfunctioned. It takes 3 electronics. Dude, it's a lot. That's very expensive. I think it was at the end of its maintenance cycle anyway, so that's, at least we're thankful for that. Okay, so that rocket's off to do Project Chariot. It'll take 5 hours. In the meantime, I have a passenger rocket on its way down to us as well to bring us more people because we've got a lot of vacant jobs. 46 vacant work slots and 33 vacant residential slots. So we've got room for people, and I want to keep expanding. There should be 1 sexy person being brought in, as well as 2 enthusiasts, and I think that's it. I don't think I have any like geniuses or anything like that coming, but still, some people with positive traits are being... We're doing well enough that we're getting more recruits. Okay, breakthrough discovered. Hypersensitive photovoltaics. Solar panels and large solar panels production increased by 100%. That is amazing. That is amazing. We have lots of these, and we have tons of metal to maintain them. That is amazing. We are not going to have to build any more power for a while once we get that, so that's good. We'll look at that later. Let's land these guys, get them to work as soon as possible. So yeah, outside ranch. We had some. I can speak, I swear. We had some comments about this, like how did the cows get here? How did the goats get here? Very good question. I think there's a lot of features in Surviving Mars where you just have to kind of shut your brain off. And I mentioned this in the comment reply, but I think there's a lot of features where you just have to shut your brain off. And you just have to be like, this is what they're giving me as reality, and just sort of accept that and play with that. And some of those things are more obvious than others. The animal thing is much more obvious than others. Realistically, if they could have made this more realistic, they would have a ranch, but there'd be no animals unless you shipped them from Earth, right? You have to ship them from Earth, and then you can raise them, and then the animals can reproduce, and that's how you get food. You butcher some cows, you raise them up, you butcher some cows. Granted, you could argue that, well, the growth rate on this is too big. Okay, hang on. Hold that thought. New trade route. Space Y is offering concrete in exchange for metals, is what it said. They're offering concrete in exchange for metals. So if I initiate the trade, we will send 50 metals in exchange for concrete. Correct. So this wording is correct. We are saying this from the first person perspective. We are sending metals and they are sending concrete. Okay? That is how this is worded. So just as a statement of how this is worded, this is correct. When you read this, the first number is what you are sending. The second thing is what you are getting back. Because that is the offer that just popped up. Space Y is giving you this in exchange for metals. So there you go. Solve that. I thought it was right. When I read your comment, I thought the comment wasn't. I thought the game was right, and your comment wasn't quite right. That's what I'm saying. But I wasn't sure, and I wanted to really narrow that in. So. Yeah, we're offering metals and requesting electronics. So I think the reason why they're offering the trade to us in exchange for metals is because we are offering metals, right? But nobody wants to trade with us. This is okay. They're just going to have a nice relationship with us, and we might want to consider having 2 landing pads now that we have 2 rockets. I don't know when we got another rocket. It's boggling my mind, man. I don't know when we got this. Let's get another rocket landing pad, though. I'm going to put another one like right here, let's say. Another comment, like another thing where you have to kind of shut your brain off, right, is the GHG factory. Okay, so it's burning fuel, right? You're burning fuel to release greenhouse gases. Why does it consume 10 power off my grid? On Earth, right, we burn fuels to create electricity. So why does this machine like consume electricity while burning fuels? That was another question. Very good comment, very good observation. I have no idea. It doesn't make sense. It's actually the opposite of what would make sense to me. But again, these are some of the things where you just sort of have to shut your brain off sometimes and just accept the way things are, and that's unfortunate, but sometimes that's just the way it is. I think I'm gonna turn this polymers factory on because there's not a whole lot of people working in this one. We're not making a whole lot of polymers now. And I think it has a lot to do with this, actually. So, hold on. Let's just pause this. We have 2 engineers graduated now. So, at least we're getting some people graduating. Can we have this built, please? Come on, drones. Build this. I want to land this rocket. And then we can lift this one off. Do we want to do another planetary thing? There's so many things to do in this game. My God. Resources, we send officers on this one. We don't have the electronics for that one. I'm not going to do another meteor shower. Geologists for this one. I think I actually have 3 geologists. I'm going to send this one. I think I have 3 geologists on the base. And I don't really have a need for the geologists, so. Hey, they're taking a long time to make this landing pad. It's only 10 concrete, and there's like, you know, a ton here. Are you down on drones? Do you have a heavy workload or something? What's going on? Here, land this here. Okay, this is gonna lift off now. I had another comment, right? And I like to address the comments in chat, right? I like to reply to you in the comment section because I'm recording these ahead of time. I'm not gonna like record them and immediately upload them. I need a little bit of a cushion, right? In order to release as fast as I'm releasing for the series, I need a bit of a cushion. So I am, you know, I'm kind of doing that. This storage space is full. Let's get a concrete depot like over here or something. I don't know. Just something that lets them do this. You only have 4 drones on this drone hub, so we need to start making drones as well. That's another thing I want to look at soon. Because I think some of these have, this is 12, this one has 13, but this one needs more because its workload is heavier. So I can give you more. This one's still medium. I just need more drones on. I think that's the next thing to look at too, is creating more drones. So anyway, yeah, I like to respond to you guys in the comment sections. And because I'm recording these ahead of time. But in case people aren't paying attention to comments, it's still like a good idea, especially for beginners of the game, to hear my logic and like my reasoning as to why I do things the way I do them. So one comment said, dude, actually several different comments said, dude, you can put multiple extractors on the same water deposit. And that is correct. You absolutely can. The thing is, I don't need any more water than I'm currently having. And also, it doesn't, like, this is limited. Groundwater is limited. As soon as this is gone, it's never coming back. We just lose this source of water entirely. You know? So, like, if I deplete this really quickly, then I'm going to be stuck with only evaporators later on. And that's not great. I want to have this. If anything, I value this more than I value the evaporators. I want more evaporators because I want to suck the groundwater out slower, right? So that's why I'm spreading them out. Like this one here, there's a lot of water here. So if I get in a pinch and it's like, dude, I really need more water. Well, if I can't make evaporators, then yeah, it makes total sense to pop another one down here. But if I'm gonna pop another one down, I've got free power lines and free pipes. I'm just gonna do it on a different resource, right? Because I don't wanna suck all these resources dry. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm valuing the unlimited water that comes from this, instead of like sucking out the water source dry. Hopefully that makes sense. So this here can go back to Earth, but do I want it to? Do I want it to go back to Earth right now? I think I want you to do this again. There's just so much money in this. Contract exploration access, it just offers so much money. This one's already being done right now. So yeah, I think, yeah, I'm gonna send you on this one. It just makes sense to me. We have a lot of polymers, and we're making more, and that's great. We're getting more engineers too, that's fantastic. When we get to like 10 lifetime graduates, I'm gonna switch this back to being like auto and let the game decide what we need at that point. But I want to get stacked with engineers. Like I want a lot of engineers. Because now we're able to make 3.5 machine parts per soul, and that is more. And this is with no extreme work condition, right? We're able to make enough to sustain our machine parts maintenance now, which is awesome. Planetary anomaly is done. We gained 4,000 science. We got growth stimulators from that. So now we got actually 2 technologies from that. Yeah, I think we got 2 technologies from that. Because there's 2 empty slots now, so I think so. Also, some progress on CO2 jet propulsion. So great, good. Let's grab this, so we have a lot more power than necessary. And then I'm thinking bushes and trees, cool. I'm thinking lake crafting. I'm thinking lake crafting. That sounds like a fun thing. Make some lakes. I like it. It sounds like a cool thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put that on the jet. But we're gonna expand the base even further. We'll go into another dome and stuff down here to start getting the rare metals. But we're gonna do this after we have the shuttles. And actually, it might be better to do it over here because it's still on the high ground. I don't have to worry about the low ground stuff. And there's more metals over here. So it might make more sense to do it over here. We can get water added to our grid in multiple locations. There's some more concrete over here. And eventually, we're going to be able to do deep metals. And then we'll be able to do the deep underground stuff for this deposit. So we may not need to go to the low ground just yet. But there's a lot of metals down here. Like, you know. We're going to be selling metals for freaking ever, you know. Speaking of metals, this one's out now. So we can just go ahead and tear this down. Unfortunate since it just got maintained. But we're just going to go ahead and tear that down. Now, if I could extract it, I would do so from here, but I can't. I'd have to come all the way over here. And there's no way, the reason why I don't drop the automated thing down over here is because I have currently no way to maintain it. There's no way to do maintenance on this unless I want to manually come all the way out here and do it. And that's not worth my hassle when I have 1.1 metals in storage. It's not worth the hassle. Storage space is full. We're doing good on concrete now, too. My goodness. Let's put this there. But we're depleting all of our concrete resources, too. We could do it from here. Is this in range? It is not. So it's another thing. Like, I can't put concrete here because I can't maintain it right now. But I have this one. This one's doing okay. And we don't need any more of the resource, right? All I need is people. All I need are people to graduate to run the available jobs. I got 37 vacant work slots, only 25 vacant residential slots though. So looking into another residential dome could be a good idea. And I don't know where that's going to be. This makes sense to put it here, but I have no way of connecting it. I'd have to remove this. And ideally, I'd like to connect it to 2 different domes when I make it. I am not moving this. I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm not moving this. I'm not gonna terraform this. I like the way the land works. I'm not interested in flattening the entire game. I want those geological shapes and things to live on in my colony. I don't want to destroy them. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So this just got back. They're loading up drones and also polymers. Yep. Where are they getting the polymers from? I guess they're slowly getting them from there. Are we able to transport them easily though? Yeah. See, what I think I need is 1 universal depot. Unless, wait, can you reach? Okay, you can reach this one. That's good enough. As long as your drones can get to a source that's shared from this, then you should be okay. Let's pack up some of you and give you some of over here. I think the next time I send a rocket, I'm going to send a whole bunch of drones. I think that's a good idea. Okay, we have engineers making polymers now. Fantastic. Absolutely good. Look at that. That's great. I think instead, though, of having these 2 shifts like this, well, it's actually better, I think, to have these 2 shifts running than it is to have 1 full shift running and have another one open, like for now. Okay, 10 engineers is done. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put this on auto, and we'll let it decide what we need now, which probably will be botanists, which is totally fine with me. I want more seeds anyway. I think we're sending this one back to Earth. Yeah, goodbye. Send that one back to Earth. I also want to rename the rockets, because having them be the same name is silly. We only have 2 seeds, so I think we're sending a bunch of drones, and we're also going to send some seeds. Seeds cost a lot of money, and if you can grow them, great. And then we are growing them, but if I can get more botanists, we can grow them even faster. This one's about to pop, but look, it's only 1.4 seeds when we should have been able to do 5. And that's just because we don't have the manpower to maintain it. I need more botanists now, too. So maybe we just actually have this thing say full-on botanists right now. We just get botanist as our primary at the moment.
Scanned.
That could be fine.
Anomaly found.
Another anomaly down here. I think Mr. Explorer Man is going to go get that, right? There he is. Chicken god of exploring. I need a hero. Sorry. If you guys didn't see that in the previous series, then you're just missing out, man. That was such a good thing. New trade route. Church of the New Ark will offer me 155 concrete in exchange for 50 polymers. So they'll offer me 155 concrete in exchange for 50 polymers. We are sending the polymers in exchange for the concrete. And, like, I'm not going to do that. So, because I don't need the concrete. Is it really that way, though? Like, is it? Like, I'm still second guessing this now. Because what if this says, like, you give us this for this? Like, maybe it is that. I don't, you know what? We should just do this trade. We don't have a landed rocket now, of course. We should do this trade just to see what happens. Just to put a firm stamp on what this actually is doing, right? Because the wording is not clear. It really isn't. We will send. Is it from their perspective or our perspective? I think it's from our perspective. But they're low on concrete, right? And they have lots of polymers. So with this ratio being the way this is, it makes sense that they would be sending us polymers. And we would be sending them concrete. Why? Well, because we have few polymers, but a lot of concrete. Right? So it makes sense that it's the other way. I want to do this trade just to get to the bottom of this. If nothing else, just to get to the bottom of this. The thing is, I don't have a whole lot of concrete to spare. Or a whole lot of... I don't have a whole lot of polymers to spare.
The odd composition of the debris collected from the anomaly
Genius
site
applicant available on
has
Earth.
proven to be an uncrackable riddle for our science team.
Experts all agree that the materials discovered at the anomaly site could not originate on Mars, but they are also in agreement that they are not the remains of a meteorite or a contaminant introduced by our rockets. For now, it looks like the origin of the debris will remain a mystery. As wise men throughout history said more than once, the more we know, the more we realize that we don't know. A genius applicant is now available on Earth. So maybe we send another passenger rocket just to get the genius down here, you know? Could be a good thing. I want to get the drones though. We are so light on drones right now. I think this one doesn't need as much. We can take some off of this and put some over here just to help out with that load. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, the ranch, it does a lot of food. So this is Project Laika. If you haven't gotten this DLC, if you have Green Planet, you probably don't have this because this is a different DLC. But I almost think that Project Laika is a bit broken. I don't think it's very balanced. I think if I had to go back and do this over again, I probably would not use the ranch. I'm gonna use it now because I want to show the character. I want to show the features of the game, and I want to like experience what a full DLC Surviving Mars experience is like. But I don't know if I would keep with this because I don't think it's very balanced. The whole explanation of where the animals even come from in the first place is up in the air, but then the amount of food you get is really strong, and there is a little bit of a balance to it in the sense that it takes a lot of people, like it takes a lot of staff to manage the animals. So there is at least that, but it doesn't require a specialization. It's not like botanists are needed for the animals, right? No specialization people can work in these buildings with no work penalty. So it's not really that, I don't know how balanced that really is. And there's an indoor one too, but like I don't know why you would ever do an indoor one. Take up valuable space in your dome when you have outdoor ones. I guess it's the whole element of working outside the dome and the sanity stuff, but with the space that you're not taking up with the ranch, you can put things that improve sanity for everybody anyway. So I don't know why you would do the indoor one. The outdoor one seems like it's a better fit, and I think it produces more food too. Look at all the kids, man. Kids in school. Stay in school, kids. Do we want composed? Or do we want to go something else? Maybe nerd. Nah, I like composed. Enthusiast, composed, and survivor. Great traits. If we can get different traits, of course. It'd be nice to get the workaholic trait. It would be nice to get the... I think there's another trait that's really good, too. I forget what it is. That you can get from schools. I forget what it is. I'm looking for people to graduate from here. Maybe I'll just let it go. Maybe just let it go to auto. I mean, it'll give us botanists anyway, right? Let's just let it go to auto. Because we need a lot more botanists and we need medics. So, like, these are the big needs. I'm just going to let it kick out whatever it wants. But we have a lot more engineers now, and we are cooking. Oh, we're cooking. Look at that. Yeah, we're making twice as many machine parts now as our maintenance. So now the only thing missing is rare metals. And the reason that's missing is because we just don't have any. We have all the way over here we have to get to, or all the way over here. There's a whole lot of research things over here from that meteor shower too. And it would be really nice to get a handle on what's going on there. I am going to... Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and scan this area. Because that meteor shower just happened. And I want to see this stuff. But I also think it's time to maybe look at getting a ramp over here if possible. If I could go with a ramp... Let's say from here up to here. This is perfect, actually, right here. If I can make a big ramp right there, right? Then our guys can just go up there. No problem, you know? So I think that's another project. We just put a big ramp right here. And we take some of that waste rock we have and we use that to build up the ramp. Yeah, I think so. It's going to be very hard to do that, though, without the shuttles. So I think the shuttles are first because we have to get the waste rock over here. I can't just put drones over here. I need that. And I maybe even need the dozer. Drones will produce waste rock from access soil or used waste rock to raise terrain. This says drones will do it. It says only needs 174. Really? To make this. I feel like this is broken. You need more than this. Game, come on. 174 waste rock to make this ramp? Come on now. Come on now. You gotta be out of your mind. I guess because we are taking down some of the terrain. So we're using some of this to make this too, I guess. One could argue that's a thing, but I think it's pretty safe to say that this should take more than 174 waste rock. Because look at this. Look, where's my waste rock pile? Right here. This little bit of waste rock right here, okay? This little stack right here, that's 285, okay? This is 285. So this, we need about 65% of this or so. I don't know math, but we need a little bit like this, right, of this to make that. Okay, I'm pretty sure we need more than that. This should be like 1,000 waste rock at least to make that ramp, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the dozers or not. Temperature is almost raised up 10%. To make the grass, was it 20% on the temperature? 20% on the temperature, 10% on the water. The water's gonna start getting made here. I'm gonna get, I don't even think I need low G turbines actually. If I remove low G turbines, then we get more comfort here and then we start getting we get more power from this anyway. And our base does not take enough power to drain a whole atomic accumulator, so that's gonna be okay. We'll just leave that alone. I think maybe we'll do these. We'll do the terraforming projects instead. How much is this? 9,000 science. My God. Let's get that. Let's get this. Which one first? They're both the same. This one lets us do it right in our map tile. This one has us send expeditions. We'll just get them both. It's fine. With $2 billion, I think we could probably outsource some too. I hate to do that because it's really easy to bring materials to us, right? Raising the ground via landscaping costs less waste rock. Lowering ground via landscaping produces more waste rock. Like I don't think there's a big deal with this. Like I don't see why I would ever want this. You know, if this ramp only cost me 174, why would I ever need that research? Like, it's already stupid cheap. So I don't think we need that. I'm not going to bother with that. So there is some balancing stuff, I think. This DLC has some great features, but I don't think they really balanced it well. I don't think they considered balance at all. We have a 40 power surplus. I think I'm going to build another one of these. We have the machine parts now, and I want to get the temperature up even faster. Also, maybe like these little monuments and stuff just because it would look cool. Because it looks cool. Let's get the GHG factory put in. I think just like right here next to it. Like 2 of them back to back like this. I like that. So we'll build that really quick. Takes 10 machine parts to make. A whole bunch of metals, no big deal. But we'll start raising the temperature up a little bit faster.
Complete.
Okay, jet propulsion's done. It also means we're gonna start using fuel faster, but I have actually one of our fuel depots, one of our fuel generation things off right now, so like whatever. Fueled extractors, not yet. Open farms could be interesting, but I need more water. Let's do the water conservation system. So we'll start raising the temperature even faster now with this being built. And again, I don't know why it takes and consumes power, but it does. Just go with it. Just go with it. All right, I think I'm gonna take a cargo rocket. I'm gonna bring some seeds because I want to keep that going. I'm gonna bring some electronics because I can't make my own. We'll bring like 30 of them. And yeah, 25 is fine. We're making these at a good rate now, so I don't need to bring these. So let's bring like, I don't know, drones are pretty cheap for the most part. Let's go bring 20 drones. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a more proper machine parts factory. Nah, it's not necessary. How about another drone hub? Can I make my own drone hubs yet? I have to do the research for it. I'm gonna bring another drone hub. Because I want to start getting rare metals from that other site. And now that we're having shuttles, yeah, now that we have shuttles, I think it's a good idea. We'll do this. We could just fill the rest with seeds if we want to. Electronics, probably. We're making these, so let's bring this. Like this. This is fine. This is... Do we want another explorer for the science? Another explorer for the science wouldn't be bad. Because we get that passive science every day, right? Let's do it. Let's bring another one of those too. That passive science every day is pretty good. So do we do it down here first? Is this the first place for our dome? Right here? Next to this water source? This is a low deposit? Or we come up here and we do it here instead? It's another low one with basically the same amount, right? 518 versus 597, but it's basically the same. And we have resources here too, but more importantly here though, I think, is that we have metals we can actually use right now here. And they're very high concentrations, very high grade here too, so I'm thinking this is where our next base over here is going to be. Plus there's a vista here. So that's a good comfort boost. We build it here. Do we want to do the big dome? I think not.
Sector scanned.
We could do a barrel. Could do a barrel dome here. We can't have the vista and the source next to each other. They won't work. We can't do both. So I'm thinking we focus on the rare metals. And we have this big dome here. Do that. We can almost get that. It's close enough to where we can always do like a second dome. Natural expanse, we're gonna have that, but I think I'm gonna put this here. Right about like this. It's an interesting little spot for a dome. We're gonna build a dome there, a nice oval one here like this. It takes polymers to maintain though.
Meteor incoming.
I don't think I need this one. I've changed my mind. We can do the basic one for now. It's all the same control radius basically, so we can do about like this. We'll go just a little bit closer, about like that. We can still access this Even though this isn't in here, the machine needs to be in range, and the machine can tap into this still, so we'll be fine. And then we'll also get another dome right here, and we can connect them up. That is better than the one single big dome, I think, because this is maintained with concrete. Where's this thing landing? Let's do it here for now. Whew! Our base is looking good, Goes. I mean, I don't have any problems. I don't think I have any worries right now, you know? Base is working great. We've got extra drones, so let's go ahead and give a few more drones to this hub. Did these guys decide to... Yeah, so this one has 20 drones under its control right now. They'll have to disperse. Once the rocket lifts off, they'll disperse and get under control of the hubs. And then when we build this over here, we'll get a drone hub right over here, and it'll control this whole area. We'll probably put the hub something like... we can't get both of these. We would probably put the hub something like this. I'd like to get this in range and that, but it doesn't look like I can get both. Maybe that gets both. It's possible that gets both. I don't know if that will reach both. One way to try it out, I guess, is we could go like this. Have the automated metals extractor be like right here. Like that will be where the automated metals are. Where is the... I gotta know where the... It doesn't tell me where it's gonna actually place the metals. Uneven terrain. So it'd have to be about like this. Right. I want it as close as possible to that thing. It's not gonna let me do it. So it's gonna have to be there. So if that's there, and the rare metals extractor is here, that means the dome, whoops, the dome can be here because it's in range. Yep. And if that's the case, can I get both of these machines in range of a drone hub? A single hub. It looks like I can. Yes, I can. Perfect. And then let's look a little bit further over, and we can get that water over there too. Yeah, right there. So this is perfect. This gets me both machines. A little bit over if I can. It's uneven terrain. Right here. I think it's right here. This gets me the water, both machines, right? And the deep metals too. So that will be where the drone hub goes. This has to be rotated. So it's got to go right here. Just put right on my camera. I need the... it doesn't show me where it's going to come out at. Right there. Okay, good. So that should take care of it. Yeah. Is it in the middle? This should cover it. That should cover it. So that's the planned expanse. It will cover the metals here, this water deposit here, as well as the metals, and it will also cover the domes that we're going to be doing. So that's great. Okay. So what I want to do now is shuttle hub. I want to get a shuttle hub. We'll put the shuttle hub right here, I guess. This is a nifty spot for it for now. It needs to have there needs to be a way for residents, like people, to actually use this to leave, to move to other places. I could put it here. Yeah, we'll put it there. Payload, ready to land. It has nothing, because it was just on an expedition, right? Yeah. So let's bring it down. Contract exploration access is done. It means we got a whole bunch of funding for that. $960 million. A lot of cool metals over here, too. Okay. We'll just keep expanding this way, or keep scanning over here. Because we haven't scanned this at all. We scanned this once. We didn't deep scan it, and then we haven't scanned these at all. So let's just get a good idea of what's over
Research
here.
complete.
But I want to get this ramp made so our explorer can go get all these things. So maybe we focus on that temporarily. Once we get the shuttle hub, I think so. We'll go like this. We'll make a concrete deposit here. Or is it a waste rock? I think it's waste rock, actually. We'll make a little dumping site here. And then we'll say that we want... Yeah, we're going to want the... it holds 105. I'm hoping the shuttle access is on. Good. Shuttles can bring the waste rock there. Nice. Okay, so here are the shuttles. We want to make more shuttles. Let's get a whole bunch of shuttles made. Yes, good. And then we'll be able to make this stuff. So we'll get a... let's get a universal depot for the time being. We'll plop it right here next to the dome. We can make 2 of these, actually. For the time being, that's okay. And the shuttles can go ahead and bring that stuff over there. But hopefully, they'll also go ahead and bring stuff over to that area there. All right. Do we want these rockets to go on any expeditions right now? This one here, I think we have it take off because it's got a whole bunch of drones that it's under its control. And I'd like them to get dispersed to the hubs. So let's just do that. Unless this just took control of almost all of them. Okay, then. Good. You can go there. You can go there. You can go there. You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do all this. Not for everything. I'm just going to kind of disperse it a little bit right now. And over to that one. Okay. Fine. GHG factories are online. Looking good. Looking good. Are we going to need more fuel production now? I think so. I think so. We're still producing twice as much as we're consuming, but we're going to expand the shuttle hubs and stuff a bit more into the future, and that was probably going to be a good idea to turn this on. Which means I need more water. Well, once we get this dome up, we'll be sucking water out of this. Ooh, we won't be able to manage that, though. Right, because this is a deep source. We're getting the resources brought over here anyway. I don't need fuel. I don't need fuel over here. Cancel that. I will need everything else, though, for the time being. I really need to get deep extraction. Deep extraction is a very good thing to look into. Research progress. We just need to bring 6 scientists. I can do that. So let's send this. I can send you 6 scientists. That's fine.
Sector scanned.
All right, let's pack up some of these drones. And let's disperse a few more over here. Let's give, you know what, that's probably fine. We'll keep the rest of them packed up so we can give them to this drone hub over here. We got another anomaly discovered. That's over here. There's a lot of stuff over here. I want to get there. Are we bringing waste rock? Not yet. I want to keep 105. I want to keep a whole bunch of waste rock here. And then I want to get my RC commander, which is currently managing this area, which is kind of pointless. Great. Let's bring you over here. And then you can build the ramp. Because the shuttles are going to start bringing the waste rock over here. There we go. There you go, shuttles. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Bring it over here. Planetary anomaly analyzed. We gained 3,500 science research for that. Perfect. Hypersensitive photovoltaics are almost done. It's actually kind of hard to say. It's a little bit hard to say. What else? What else? Maybe Martian-born don't take sanity damage. We can try that. Lowers maintenance costs, metals for building constructions. I mean, technically the earlier we get this, the better, but we have so many metals that I'm not super concerned about it. Landscaping projects progress without the need for drones and are generally faster. That would have been actually pretty good for my ramp. We could have done this a long time ago for my ramp. I'm a dummy. It's okay. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to come over here with our drones and everything will be a-okay, okay? Everything will be fine. It'll be fine. We actually need shuttle hubs to, yeah, I need shuttle hubs to go faster. We have an extra explorer now. So we should, anyway, have an extra explorer. Yeah, here it is. RC Explorer 2. We'll just come over here with chicken. What are we going to name this RC Explorer? What's the name for this one? I don't remember what the name was for the other one. This is a cool photo. I like this. This is a cool photo. I'm going to take this photo. This is what's going to be the thumbnail for this episode, just because. Right? Just because. That's going to do it for this episode too, by the way. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, leave me the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.